The information reported that you've been in talks to invest in OpenAI. I know. Anything to announce? Why do a deal with OpenAI in commerce? You mean you're Amazon? Like, what would be the benefit?
Well, I think that when you get down to what really matters for customers, which is what we spent all our time thinking about, I think in retail, it's going to be really broad selection, which agents are pretty good at aggregating, but then it's really low prices, very fast shipping, you taking care of the customer the right way, having your personalized history so we put the right things in front of you and can make recommendations. And those things you don't really get in agents typically. People who are regularly shopping on Amazon are going to find the low prices they want on Amazon, the same day or next day shipping at Amazon, the personalized history they know will take care of them. Now, I think what will happen over time is that you'll find most retailers will have their own agents, and then you'll also have third-party agents. And we'll see over time how many people want to shop their retail on kind of a generalized agent versus where they go every day and seeing the product. If it's a good agent, like what we've been building with Rufus, which we'll keep improving, you're right there and you can one-click shop. And so I think a lot of people are going to choose to use our agent. And then when we can find opportunities to make the experience right for customers with more generalized agents, we'll have those conversations too.
Stay on OpenAI for a second. They've said they're going into the advertising business. So they're probably envisioning a world where I'm looking for new shoes on OpenAI and they're giving me an ad for those shoes. How does that affect Amazon's advertising business?
Well, I mean, look, there have always been lots of ways that you can find products. As meaningful a business as our retail business is, it's still just about 1% of the worldwide global retail market segment. And so there's lots of places that you can do research on products, that you can choose to buy products. When you're displaying lots of different pages to people, you have the opportunity to introduce them to new products. But, people still largely start with Amazon, who shop on Amazon, I think in part because we have such broad selection and low prices and really fast shipping. And I think one of the things that matters with advertising is consumers aren't that tolerant if you just putting an advertisement in front of them that has nothing to do with what they're looking for. And so our advertising team spends most of their time, and is most of their people who are really AI and machine learning experts, to make sure that we're putting items in front of people that are relevant to what they care about, both what they've searched for and what they've bought before. And we continue to work hard on that. I'm sure others will as well, but it's not simple to do that well.
The information reported that you've been in talks to invest in OpenAI. I know. Anything to announce?
Well, as you probably can imagine, there are a lot of rumors about us and about lots of other companies, and we don't comment on those. But I will say that we have a lot of respect for OpenAI. We just did a very significant agreement with them.
You did, which I think I yelped when I saw it, because that was one of the things. Yelp might be an overstatement, but
I like the term yelp.
Yeah. But two years ago, they weren't a current partner. Obviously, Anthropic, which still is a main partner. So you did the cloud deal, and
I think we had many conversations with OpenAI, and we have a lot of respect for them. And I think both of the teams really wanted to find a way to work together, and we were both happy that we were able to build that agreement. And I hope that we have a chance to deepen the relationship over time.